When is the last time you felt joy? Not the big kind, not the once in a year vacation kind, but the quiet kind, the kind that shows up and sits with you for a moment. Sometimes we're so caught up, and caught up can mean a lot of things: responsibilities, worry, caring for others, just trying to keep everything moving. And without even realizing it, we can go days, sometimes weeks, without doing anything that brings us back to ourselves. We can begin to believe that joy has to be planned or earned or scheduled far in advance, but that's not always true. Joy often lives in very small places. It can be sitting on your porch in the morning, watching the birds before the day begins. It can be a short walk, not for exercise, but just to be outside. It can be a cup of coffee with someone who feels easy to be with. Nothing big, nothing complicated, just small steps back toward yourself. I have a story again. A few weeks ago, I spent time with a friend I've known for over 50 years. Yes, 50 years. There's something about that kind of history. You don't have to explain yourself. We sat together, talked about our younger days, laughed about things we hadn't thought about in years. We had a few snacks, a glass of wine, and I remember thinking afterwards how relaxed I felt. Not because we did anything special, but because for a little while I stepped out of the routine of life and into something that felt light again. And that's what I'm learning. Sometimes it's not that life is too heavy, it's that we haven't made space for anything that feels light. We keep waiting for the right time, the right plan, the right energy. But small steps don't require all of that. They just require a willingness to step slightly outside of what is familiar. You don't have to change your whole life. You don't have to travel far. You don't have to spend money. You don't even have to make a big plan. Just one small step. Sit outside a little longer. Call someone you enjoy. Step away from what's weighing you down, even if it's just for a moment. Because those small moments, they begin to add up. And before you know it, you feel a little more like yourself again. I have an invitation. So today, let me leave you with this. What is one small step you can take this week just for yourself, not for anyone else, not because you have to, but because somewhere inside you know you need it? Thank you for coming to the Garden Years today. This is a place where we learn to grow and we learn about wisdom. It don't have to be a grand opportunity, but this is a place where we come together and just share what we're learning about life. Take care.